Hey, Spirit Gang, Golden here, coming on to do a general reading. I'm just going to get straight into it. If anything comes through, then I will let you know, but I'm going to pull from the Divine Energy Oracle and just see what's popping. I feel like I want to cleanse the energy because the reading that I just did was kind of funky energy, so we don't want any of that up in here. Okay. All right, Spirit, what do I need to know? What does the collective need to know? Speak up is on the bottom of the deck here, so maybe somebody needs to speak up, speak their mind, speak their piece, but we will see what wants to come out here. I heard the word tradition, okay, so we'll see what, maybe there's some sort of tradition. Let me see what else wants to come through. All right, Spirit, what card do we want here? Keep your commitments. Okay, so maybe somebody, it's saying keep your commitments. Okay, so maybe somebody is wanting to cancel something and your spirit guides are saying, keep your commitments. Okay, if you're committed to something and somebody's really counting on you, or you are really counting on yourself, but you're kind of like trying to get out of it in any way, your spirit guides are saying finish what you started. Okay, keep your commitments, and speak up. So maybe talk to yourself about it. Like, why is it that I'm trying to get myself out of this? Is this a fear? Is it anxiety? Is it just, being lazy? What is it? But keep your commitment. Something about whatever it is that you're trying to, get out of is really important, okay? It's really important to somebody else, or it's really important to you. And I feel like once you do it, it's some sort of a tradition, or maybe it's a family event or something, and you're trying to get out of it. I feel like it's really important to have that bonding time or whatever it is. But tradition, maybe it's maybe it'll start a new tradition for you if it's something new and you're kind of just not wanting to do it because maybe you've got like social anxiety or something like that. But to keep your commitments, okay? It looks good to be somebody that isn't flaky all the time. Now, it happens sometimes, if we can't go or we feel like it's not a good situation for us to be in, that's a completely different situation. What I'm picking up on this energy here is just not wanting to do it because you don't want to, for, selfish reasons, or just, I don't know. It's not really a bad thing because it happens to all of us. You kind of like dread doing it because it's taking up your time out of your day, or you have to wake up early, or you have to do something that is out of your comfort zone, so you don't really want to do it, and you feel like you jumped the gun when you offer to do it. But I'm hearing keep your commitments. Something about this is going to make you feel really good afterwards. And I feel like whoever it is that is involved with you, that you kind of agreed and made this commitment with, is going to be really grateful for you, okay? So keep your commitments, speak up, kind of talk to yourself and just be like, why is it that I'm wanting to get out of this? And remind yourself that you agreed to do this for a reason, and just because you're not wanting to now, your spirit guides are saying sometimes that's not a good enough reason. So finish what you started, okay? This could be a commitment to yourself as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be to somebody else, but it's really important to finish what you started, because not only that, you're going to feel accomplished, and once you get out and do whatever it is that you were supposed to do, whether this is getting up early and working out, okay, you made a commitment to yourself to start getting up early, to start praying, to start meditating, to keep your commitments, okay? Make it a tradition, because whatever it is I am picking up on, it's going to make you feel better. It's going to better your life. It's going to put things in order for you, okay? And if it does involve somebody else, they're going to be full of gratitude, okay? Because I feel like this person made this commitment with you because it's important to them. And so I feel like, there's an inner part of you where it's important to you too. And I feel like you're just trying to get out of it to get out of it. If you're resonating with this so far, obviously I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. If you're resonating with this is just like, a swift kick, in the butt to get you going, okay? To light that fire underneath your ass is what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? To keep your commitments, okay? For a lot of you, I am picking up that this is going to be commitments to yourself, okay? And we do have New Year's coming up. A lot of people like to do New Year's resolutions, okay? Start them now so you don't feel like, everybody does New Year's resolutions and they don't last. Get a head start, okay? Get a head start. And, you know, you don't have to do it the whole month of December. We are, you know, celebrate holidays, things like that. But get a head start. If it's something that is going to make you feel better, by the time the first comes around, you know, you're not going to be stuck in that wave of energy of everyone who's not, you know, wanting to do something or just starting to do something and then it fades off. You're going to be way ahead of the game, okay? So keep your commitments. Keep your promises to yourself, okay? And if it's something really important to someone else, your spirit guides are saying, you know, try to think about the pros and cons of how it's going to make that person feel, especially if there's somebody that's important to you or somebody that you wouldn't want to let down, and it's just like a negative reaction that's coming up in that moment because you don't feel like waking up early, or it's going to take too much of your time, or it's not something you'd normally do. But if you did, you know, make this commitment to somebody, just think about the pros and cons before you really go ahead and cancel it, okay? Because I feel like not only is it going to let that person down, but it's going to weigh on you later. It may not in that moment because you got what you wanted, but I don't feel like that's really what you want, is what I'm picking up on, Spirit. I feel like it's just like a spur of the moment, like, oh, I don't want to do that, or I don't have time, or just something, you know, something that's trying to pull you back to make you feel like, you know, I'd rather be doing something else. But I feel like whenever you do this, whatever you do, it's gonna, you know, it's only a moment in time, okay? And I feel like it's not going to be that big of a deal, especially commitments to yourself, because you're going to feel better. How good do you feel if you start getting in this routine of doing something that is going to make you feel better on the inside, okay? So when you start to feel better on the inside, it reflects your world on the outside. So if you get up and work out, you're relieving any stress, any irritability, and you're good to go, okay? You're in this good energy to start the day, okay? Cloud of unknowing, float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery, and embrace the sacred within. So this is telling me to just go with the flow, okay? If you're committed to something and you go with the flow without any expectation, okay, you never know how good it's gonna be, okay? The cloud of unknowing. You don't know how good it's gonna be. So before you try to get out of it, your spirit guides are saying, just roll with it. What is one day of trying it to see how it's going to feel? What is one day of keeping your commitment to somebody when it's really important to them really going to do for you, besides if you cancel it and then you feel like shit later for it, you know? And then that person kind of doesn't want to ask you again because they feel like you didn't come through. Now, I understand if things come up that are emergencies or legit reasons to have to apologize and not keep your commitment. That is a completely different story. If that is your situation, I'm not pointing fingers here because that does happen to everybody. Things happen, okay? But what I'm getting here is, if you are resonating with this, then I'm picking up on somebody who just wants to get out of something to get out of it. Or I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, okay? Your spirit guides are saying keep your commitments, whether it's to somebody else, especially to yourself, okay? Especially to yourself. So if it's something that you're like you're working yourself up, trying to talk yourself out of it, but if you knew that it's something that you wanted for yourself, why not start it now? Why not get a head start? So once the time comes where you need to do it every day and you want to be on that track, you'll be like, I've already done this a few times. I feel good on those days. So you'll be able to pick up the pace, okay? And you'll be able to do it and keep that commitment more often to yourself, rather than, you know, working yourself up into a frenzy and then not doing it, okay? So you're only holding yourself back. So cloud of unknowing, float on the clouds. Just, I don't know why, I feel like, you know that movie, Rolling with the Homies. So I don't know, whatever. If this is a commitment with your friends, just go with it. Go have fun with them. Make a day out of it. Whatever it is you're doing, do it in a positive attitude, and I promise you it'll bring you positive results, okay? So keep your commitments. I love you guys. Bye.